There are a lot of reasons not to like Donald Trump if you're a liberal like I am, but I'm especially confused by the fact that he has so much support in evangelical Christian circles. Here's just a brief rundown of some of the things he's said about religion just in the past several weeks. He said that he doesn't ask God for forgiveness. If he makes a mistake, he just tries to fix the problem himself. Now, as an atheist, I really like that answer. But if you're trying to pass yourself off as a Christian, you ought to know that asking God for forgiveness is kind of a big deal. It's one of those things you're just supposed to do. He atoned for that comment by saying he always eats the little cracker, as if that's supposed to make up for not asking God for forgiveness. I mean, he called the communion wafer a little cracker. He uses mild swears in his speeches, like damn and hell. Again, as an atheist, I don't mind, but you would think that's one of those things you're not supposed to do if you're trying to reach out to a Christian audience. He claimed that his book, The Art of the Deal, was only his second favorite book of all time, because guess what was number one? The Bible. Nothing beats the Bible, he said. He says that line all the time now because he knows it's going to get applause. I just don't believe the sincerity of it. There's no way he's going to put himself as number two for anything. Trump was asked about his favorite Bible verse, and he said it was personal, like he was offended by the very question. I'm actually surprised he didn't go all Sarah Palin and just say, all of them. When he was asked if he's an Old Testament or a New Testament sort of guy, he said, probably equal. Like, what sort of an answer is that? If you're trying to reach out to the Christian base, the answer is New Testament. It's always the New Testament. That's the one with Jesus. Trump isn't your typical evangelical Christian nominee. He's pandering to the base by just saying a few buzzwords here and there, and what boggles my mind is that they're falling for it. This has to infuriate guys like Mike Huckabee and Rick Santorum. I mean, they've been going after the Christian vote their entire careers, and all of a sudden Trump steps in, says, I love the Bible, gives a thumbs up, and all these evangelicals just come swarming around him. This shouldn't make any sense. What's also amazing is that Trump doesn't seem to match supposed evangelical ethics in any meaningful way. He says horrible things about immigrants, he reduces women down to their looks, he's been married multiple times, he's obviously greedy, and he thinks it's all about him and not him. But evangelicals don't seem to care. I think they're just so desperate to back a winner that they will go running after any bone a Republican frontrunner throws their way. It seems like what evangelicals want these days isn't someone who agrees with their values. It's someone who will pander to them while demonizing everyone they don't agree with. If you think about it, that is sort of what evangelicals do, isn't it? I mean, they love tearing into people who don't agree with them. They talk about how their God is all about love, then use the Bible to justify discrimination against LGBT people. They talk about wanting to help the less fortunate, but they allow megachurch pastors to take in millions of tax-free dollars with no transparency whatsoever, and they support politicians who oppose minimum wage increases and who want to dismantle the welfare system. They claim to be pro-life, but they supported President George W. Bush, who took us to war. Evangelicals tend to be all talk. They love chatting up just how great they are, but in practice, we see just how disastrous their beliefs are. I mean, they'll even file lawsuits just to keep discriminating against people. So in a way, I guess it does make sense that they support Donald Trump. Mike Huckabee had it all wrong. Evangelicals aren't looking for a candidate who embodies their values and speaks their language. They were looking for someone who is just as big of a hypocrite as so many of them are. My name is Hemant Mehta, and I write at friendlyatheist.com. What do you want to see a video about? Let us know in the comments below, and we'll be sure to check it out. And don't forget to subscribe.